Let's see what the Congress communications in charge, Jairam Ramesh, had to say. He's tweeted out the allocation of the Parliamentary Affairs portfolios inspires no confidence whatsoever that the Ek Tihai Pradhan Mantri wants Parliament to function any differently than the manner in which he has run it over the past decade. However, whatever be the divine signals, the INDIA Jan Bandhan is more than determined to reflect the will and the mandate of the people in both houses of the Parliament most effectively. Okay, our colleague Pallavi Ghosh is with us. Pallavi, we watched Kiren Rijiju take the responsibility of parliamentary affairs yesterday evening. In making this tweet, is Jairam Ramesh implying that he was hoping to see a coalition partner? So perhaps the TDP, the JDU, one of them take this responsibility? What's the implication in this tweet?
No, I think what Jairam Ramesh was essentially referring to was the fact that Kiren Rijiju is far the minister to take charge of a critical ministry like the Parliamentary Affairs Ministry. Normally it goes to someone who has a huge lot of experience in running parliamentary affairs or inside the parliament, and someone who's also a seasoned politician, because the job of the Parliamentary Affairs Minister will be to bills or amendments on the floor of the House with the opposition parties. That's one point Jairam Ramesh is trying to make. There's a trivialization of what could, where we could have had a third to the floor of the House. And then Jairam since the government very giving focus on running off the parliament, we are also not going to be backing off. We are going to be aggressive. We are going to be belligerent. So essentially, I think it is good. It's a clear indication, frankly speaking, Toya, that when the parliament session begins, the full-fledged one, the monsoon session of parliament in the first week of July, you are going to be seeing the tug of war. It's a belligerent opposition on one hand, and the government refusing to buckle under any kind of a pressure, especially for the opposition parties, and not buying the narrative that the Prime Minister doesn't have the mandate to be one.
Can you just tell our audiences, for a little bit of context here, Pallavi, we saw Prahlad Joshi as the previous leader of this, or the previous Minister of Parliamentary Affairs. Just tell us a little bit more about how his role had to, because you said that you need to be a seasoned politician, you need to have relationships with those on other party lines to do this job proficiently and properly. Can you tell us how Prahlad Joshi was able to navigate this in the last term?
We also have to understand that there's a basic difference. Unlike the kind of numbers we are seeing in the Congress and the opposition this time round, you did kind of numbers in the opposition benches in the last Lok Sabha. So it was easier for the BJP to kind of have their voice, they keep their decibels high. This time the opposition's mood is much belligerent and aggressive. So it's going to be even more challenging for the Parliamentary Affairs Minister and even, of course, for the Treasury benches, which is the BJP, to ensure that there is a smooth running of the Parliament. The onus of running Parliament smoothly always lies on the Treasury bench or on the ruling side. That has always been a challenge for Prahlad Joshi. But at the end of the day, the BJP got its way. It got its way in terms of passing the bills. It also got support from many of the light political parties. You also often see the YSR, the BJD standing by them. This time down, in terms of though they have formed the government,